chair. And just close the eyes, get comfortable. Lean back, bring your hands into your lap. And let's take a couple of cleansing breaths. So a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth to exhale it out. And again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. Just breathing in and out through the nose now. Just seal the lips and focus on the air coming in and out of the nostrils. See if you can breathe in a little bit deeper and breathe out a little bit longer. And start to let everything outside of you melt away for this 30 minutes. Just inviting the present moment, just giving yourself permission to take care of yourself, take care of your mind, your body, your spirit. Good. And then generally I tell you to to set your intention at this time. So if you have an intention to set, go ahead. If you don't have one, perhaps just being present, just being in the moment, taking things one day at a time, one moment at a time, taking one step at a time. And then we'll take one more deep breath in through the nose and open the mouth and send it out. Good. Go ahead and blink the eyes open and sit up nice and tall. Okay, so really coming forward in your seat so that you're not leaning back against the back of the seat. Bringing your ankles underneath the knees. And then really grounding down through the sitting bones. Lean back just an inch. Good. And then sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head. Shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, just roll them back and down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, roll them back and down. Good. Go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder now. Good. If you'd like, you can place your left hand behind the low back. Okay. If you want more, maybe you reach over to the opposite elbow. You can bring that one back a little bit. Just breathing into that nice stretch. Good. Inhale, release that hand, come back to center, and then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Same thing on this side. If you want more, bringing your right hand to the low back here, or you can reach it across and grab that opposite elbow. Good. Inhale, come on back to center. Awesome. Let's sweep the arms all the way up. When we get to the top, we're going to interlace the fingers and open the palms to the back of the head. Drop the chin down, drop the elbows forward. And just breathe here. Breathing into the back of the neck and the shoulders and the upper back. Letting go of any stress, any tension that you're carrying here. Maybe you're carrying the weight of the world. Just breathe and see if you can let some of that go. You don't need to pull or tug, just let the extra weight of the arms help you out here. Good. On your inhale, come on up and open the elbows wide, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, and just let the weight of the head drop back into the hands. Reach the heart up. Little upper back bend here. Good. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then let's just take the right hand down. Hold the side of the chair. Reach the left fingertips even higher, creating the space in the rib cage and the side body here. And then exhale over to the side. Keep both sitting bones grounded down. Breathe into the side body. Notice if your shoulder is coming forward. See if you can just peel it back a little bit more. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reaching with the right fingertips, creating space. Exhale over to the other side. Just keep breathing into that side body. Do whatever is comfortable with the head. If the shoulder is rolling forward, see if you can bring it back. Good. Inhale, come on back to center. Both arms raised high. And on your exhale, we're going to take a twist. So twisting to your right hand can come to the side of the chair or the back of the chair. Left hand to the outside of that opposite thigh. Sit up nice and tall on your inhale. And twist on your exhale. Maybe looking over the shoulder. Breathing nice and even still through the nose. Find more space with each inhale. And maybe go a little bit deeper with your exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center and reach the arms up, creating space. Exhale to the left. Left hand to the side or back of the chair. Right hand to the outside of that opposite thigh. Finding space on your inhale and twisting on the exhale. Maybe looking over the shoulder if that feels good. Good. Inhale, come on back to center, bringing both hands to your knees, and we'll do some cat-cow stretches here. So on your inhale, bring the heart forward, bring the shoulders back, maybe even squeezing the elbows together, the shoulder blades squeeze together. Look up. Good. And then exhale, push away, round the spine now, chin to the chest, the shoulders roll forward. Hollow belly. Shoulder blades really separating here. Good. On your inhale, come forward with the heart. Good. And now you can just move at your own pace and with your own breath. So exhaling as you round back. And just keep moving through some cat-cow. If you want to add anything, go ahead and add whatever feels good to you. So listening to your body, doing what feels good to you, and not doing anything that causes you pain. And maybe one more round on your own. And then coming right back to center. Awesome. Let's take the right heel forward and just flex the toes, and then we'll point the toes. Okay, and inhale, flex, exhale, point, and now make some circles with the ankle. Slow it down, go in the opposite direction. Noticing how the ankle's feeling, noticing any creaks, cracks, pops. Good. Go ahead and set that ankle right underneath the knee again. Let's do the other side. Send the heel forward, flexing the toes towards you, and then pointing the toes. Flex and point, and then making circles with the foot and getting into that ankle. And slowing it down, go in the opposite direction. Good. Go ahead and bring that ankle right underneath the knee. And let's take the right hand to the right shoulder and make some circles with the elbow, getting into the shoulder joint. And just Just notice how that shoulder is feeling today. Good. Slow it down. Let's go in the opposite direction. Good. All right, go ahead and release that hand. Let's take the left hand to the left shoulder. And now we'll make circles with this elbow. And notice if there are any differences between the left side and right side. Let's slow that down and go in the opposite direction. My shoulder just cracked. I don't know if you can hear that. All right, go ahead and release that hand. And let's warm up a little bit from the inside out. So mini sun salutation here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Okay, palms face each other. And then exhale, cactus the arms, elbows back and down, reaching the heart up. Good, inhaling up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good, let's do two more, moving with our breath. Inhaling up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, reach the heart up. Inhaling up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Great. Bring your hands to the knees. And walk the feet out a little bit wider than hip distance. Okay, pulling the belly button in towards the spine and reaching the heart forward, coming into a forward fold. You can stay here with your hands on the knees, or maybe the forearms can come down. It's really up to your body, how far you go today. Maybe slide the hands down to the ankles or take them to the floor. Just reaching the crown of the head down. And breathing nice and even. And just accepting your body for where it's at today. Noticing if it's feeling different than yesterday. Maybe it's feeling different than a week ago. Definitely feeling different than 10 years ago, right? All right, let's bring hands back up if they're not already there. And then go ahead and press all the way up, and we're going to add on to our sun salutation now. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, elbows back and down. Inhaling up, and exhale to heart center. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine, reaching the heart forward, and then forward fold. Good. Inhale, lifting up halfway, chin up, flat back, reaching through the crown of the head to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, hinge at the hips and forward fold again. Good. Hands to the knees, pull the belly button in towards the spine, and we'll slowly roll the spine up nice and slow. Take your time. The chin will come up last. When you get to the top, we're going to inhale, shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. All right, let's take the feet hip distance apart again, and grabbing the right thigh, we're going to lift the knee up, okay? Sitting up tall, so reach the heart forward, shoulders back. Good, and then making some circles with that knee getting into the hip joint. Awesome. Slowing that down, going in the opposite direction. Good. And then coming back to center, hug the knee in. If you can, we're going to take the ankle across to the opposite thigh, creating a figure four. And if that's not working for you today, just take the ankle across the opposite ankle and press the knee away from you. Okay? If you are here, flex the toes, press the knee down. Even if the knee is here, this is fine too. Stay here and just hold on to the outside to support yourself, or see if you can allow gravity to help you out a little bit. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, sit up nice and tall, and reach the heart forward. Come forward any amount with a flat back, and then go ahead and start to round the spine and let the head come down, forehead towards the shin. Just breathing into the back side of the body here. Letting go of anywhere that you might be really gripping tightly. See if you can release that, soften it, let it go a little bit with every exhale. Good. On your inhale, slowly come on up and release that leg, and then shake that out as much as you need. And let's go to the other side. So sitting up tall, we'll grab the back of the thigh and bring the knee up and in. Reach the heart forward. Sitting up tall still. We'll make some circles now with the knee and get into this other hip joint and noticing how that feels, and if it's different than the other side. It's very normal for one side to feel tighter than the other. All right, slowing it down, let's go in the opposite direction. And noticing any creaks, cracks, pops. All right, coming back to center, and then if you can, we're taking the ankle across to the opposite thigh and creating that figure 4 shape again. And if that's not happening, ankle on top of the other ankle, just pressing the knee away. If you're here, flexing the toes, okay, pulling the belly button in as you sit up nice and tall, and then reaching the heart forward. Come forward with a flat back as much as possible. And then once you've reached your edge, wherever that is, go ahead and lower your head down. You can round the spine. You can really kind of just relax the head and breathe here. Breathing into the upper back, the lower back, the hips. Letting go of tension with every exhale. Good. On your inhale, slowly come on up. And we'll release that leg and shake that leg out. All right, taking both feet underneath the knees, hands to the knees, pull the belly button in and reach the heart forward. Now, putting all the weight into the heels of the feet. We're gonna come up nice and slow, just coming up to standing. So sometimes we don't even think about how we get up or down into a chair, but sometimes, depending on you and your body, sometimes that can be the difference in how your back is going to do for the rest of the day. So, my massage therapist is the one that told me the right way to get out of a chair. So that's the right way to get out of a chair. All right, so coming to the back of your chair, if you have a mat, the length of the mat is going to be behind you. And go ahead and hold on to the chair to start with. Bring your feet hip distance apart and toes are pointing forward. Okay, and then just find all 4 corners of the feet and ground down nice and strong. The knees draw up, the inner thighs hug in, pubic bone forward, belly button back. Arms by the sides now, palms facing forward. Reach tall through the crown of the head. Maybe close the eyes. If you need to hold the chair, you can hold the chair. Okay, standing nice and tall here in mountain pose with eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Just like that again. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. You're going to blink the eyes open and let's inhale and sweep the arms up. Okay, palms face each other here. Relax the shoulders down and then gaze up. Bend at the elbows, cactus the arms, reaching the heart up. A little bit of engagement in the low belly here. Inhaling up and then exhale, hands to heart center. Good, hands to the chair, and we'll add on from here. So going to downward facing dog. Keep the feet hip distance apart. Bend the knees a lot. And then send the hips way, way back, away from the chair. Good, let the head be heavy. So you're working on the back being flat. So sometimes people work so hard on making sure that those legs are straight that then their body is rounded. So bend the knees more. Send the hips back. Let the head be heavy. Maybe you start to straighten one leg, bending more into the other, and then switch. Just sort of pedal out the legs here. Getting into the hamstrings, just exploring how this feels in your body. Find some stillness when you're ready. Bend the knees a lot, look forward, and walk the feet all the way back up to the top. Awesome. All right, still holding on to the chair. We're going to take a big step back with our left foot. So landing on the ball of the foot, okay, and then tippy toe those front toes forward a little bit. As you bend into this front knee, you want to make sure the ankle stays underneath the knee. You should be able to see the top of your foot. So tippy toe it forward as much as you need to be able to see that. Maybe you can heel toe it over towards the right side of the mat as well for balance. Back knee is bent, so the tailbone can reach down towards the mat. Shoulders stacked over hips for this crescent lunge. Notice where you're feeling it. Breathing nice and even. So pulling the belly button in, pressing the pubic bone forward. Also pressing this left hip crease forward and right hip crease back. So just very subtle things that you might feel here. Subtle adjustments inside your body. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of a stretch in this left hip flexor. Good. Go ahead and drop that back heel now and pivot so the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Okay, sink down into that front knee again. Now your back leg is straight. Coming into warrior two, just working on the foundation, so we're not even going to add the arms today. Really grounding down through the outer edge of that back foot so that the whole back leg is engaged all the way to the inner thighs. Now check in with your front knee and make sure it's not collapsing into center, but instead it's pointing towards the second toe. So really open it up, even if you have to use your hand to get there. Okay. Otherwise, we're just holding on to the chair still. Maybe you can sink down a little bit lower. Notice if you are leaning forward. See if you can bring the shoulders and stack them over the hips. Good. All right. Now look forward and bring that back foot up. Shake that out a little bit. And come back to your mountain pose. Good. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms and reach the heart up. Inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good, hands to the chair. And we'll walk the feet back for a downward facing dog again. So feet hip distance apart or wider. Bend the knees and send the hips back. Let the head be heavy. You can shake the head yes and no to keep the neck loose. Good. A couple of breaths here. If you want to pedal out the legs again, feel free. Otherwise, just breathing here, heart reaching towards the toes. Now bend the knees a lot, look forward, and walk the feet all the way back up. Okay, other side now. So ground down through the left foot and step the right foot back. Land on the ball of that foot. Okay, and then tippy toe these left toes forward so that you can see the top of your foot. Back leg is bent. Maybe heel toe your foot over towards the left side of the mat so that you have better balance this way. Shoulders stacked over hips. Okay, sink down a little bit more. And that back leg is bent so that the tailbone can reach down. If it's straight, sometimes we get this big sway in the low back. We just want the tailbone reaching down, this nice long line through the torso, through the crown of the head. Breathe nice and even here. Good, and then drop the back heel and pivot that back foot so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. Ground down through the outer edge of that foot, the pinky side of that foot. And then sink down a little bit lower. Back leg is straight. Okay? And then check in with your front knee. Make sure it is pointing towards that second toe. And notice here if you are leaning forward, bringing your shoulders over the hips. Tailbone reaching down, breathing nice and even. Maybe you sink down a little bit lower. Good. All right. Go ahead and bring your right hand to the chair, look forward and step the back foot up and shake that out. Great job. Come on around and have a seat in your chair again. So slowly lower down to the chair, weight of the body in the heels. All right. And we'll take an easy twist here. So just to the right, go ahead, very passive twist here, okay? So go ahead and drape your right arm. You can turn your head if you want to. 2 breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. And on your inhale, come to center. And let's twist in the opposite direction. Again, just easy breezy, okay? Maybe take the arm and drape it over the chair. Right hand can come to the outside of that left thigh. Nice and easy little twist. And close the eyes. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your jaw. Notice if you're gripping your teeth and let them go. And relaxing the mind. Good. All right, on your inhale, come on back to center. And we'll go to Shavasana. So either you're staying in your seat for a seated Shavasana, or if you want to lay down on your couch or on your mat, maybe you're on your bed, go ahead and get comfortable, closing the eyes and still breathing in and out through the nose. Observing any thoughts in the mind, but not attaching to any thought. Just notice the thoughts, but see them as clouds passing by. Notice the body, notice how you're feeling, notice any sensations, notice anywhere you might still be holding on to tension. Using your breath, maybe sending your inhales to each of those places where you might be gripping. Maybe it's your inner thigh, maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's the hips, maybe it's the jaw. Just send your breath there. Use your exhale to really let it go. Right, giving yourself full permission to just be present today. Take everything one step at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. Slowly start to wiggle our fingers and toes. And give yourself a big stretch. Good. If you are laying down, maybe you come back up to a seated position and just bring your hands into your lap. Take a moment to thank yourself for doing yourself a good favor, treating your mind, your body, your spirit. And then thinking of just a couple of things to be grateful for today. I'm sure you can come up with just a couple of things. All right, sitting up nice and tall, grounding down through the sitting bones, hands on the knees. We're going to take one more deep breath in, holding it at the top, and then opening the mouth to slowly let it go. Bring your hands to heart center and bow your head, connecting your head to your heart. And then lift your head back up. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.